Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 21, 2018. Today I'm going to talk about, what am I talking about? Oh, yeah. I'm going to talk about what I like about my job and what I like about my career. Because I woke up this morning and the first thing I said was like, I don't know how long I can. Let me say. This morning I woke up at like 5 in the morning. I said, I don't know how long I can keep this up. Now, I wasn't referring to my teaching. I was referring to more like waking up at 5 in the morning. And I just need to recontextualize because, oh my goodness, I don't know. I don't like waking up cranky and stuff. It's only the second week of school, and so, you know what's crazy? I already got bags in my eyes. I'm like, it's only the second day of school. What the heck's going on here? I mean, I tried sleeping early, and I did end up sleeping early. I slept at like 9 o'clock last night. Um, But I woke up and I'm tired. I'm like, why am I so tired right now? I slept. And I gave myself enough time to sleep. Actually, today felt pretty good. I mean, I don't really have to, I can start on tomorrow's lesson plans, which is good. I'm kind of keeping it at a pace. My lessons are ready today, so, all that's left is to teach it. So what do I like about the job? Well, I like my staff. This is one of the biggest things that will probably like keep me from leaving my middle school would be the staff, just because everyone's so cooperative and supportive. And I don't know if it's the same way in every other school. We're very friendly, we're very welcoming. So that's definitely something that I love about this job. The other one is, my kids are actually really good. Like I'm teaching ELD for in the afternoon, and I'm teaching ELA in the mornings, and I'm already immediately seeing just how much more engagement. I mean, I'm very cautious about saying that because I don't know what's going to happen later on in the school year, but I could already see that their abilities are definitely helping them with their engagement. So it's definitely something that's not, their abilities are definitely not stopping them from doing the stuff that I want them to do and I need them to do. So that's another plus. Third is my hours. I really do actually work pretty reasonable hours. It's school starts at 8:40. That's actually pretty late for a school to start. And on top of that, I can, as a middle school teacher, school ends at 2:30, and I can be out of here by 3:15. That's when my contract ends. That gives me more than enough time to to unwind and to be human. Um, and most importantly, it's time to work out like in the afternoon because there's actually time, and it's not even a prime time either. So I can actually use that time to work out, and that's what I like. I like being able to um, do that. Another plus is obviously the summer, and um, I am definitely still suffering from the blues of missing out on summer. I mean, I had 4 weeks, right? Because I used the other 4 weeks for summer school, which I don't mind, and I probably am going to do next year anyway. But, having summer is always a great thing. Having all these breaks is a great thing. Um, what else? What else do I like? There's just so many things I actually really like about my job. Um, Oh, and even though I wake up at my commute, I only have a 30-minute commute, assuming I leave by like 6 o'clock. Like the Bay Area is getting crazier and crazier. I don't know what it was like. Summer was insane this year for some reason. Like I would expect to get here in like 20 minutes. Some days it took me 40, even 50 because of the traffic. I'm like, why is there so much traffic during summer, right? So yeah, the commute's not bad. It's only half an hour, especially compared to my old school, which was like an hour 30. You're basically driving an hour 30 down the bay to meet with some very hostile and toxic coworkers. It's not exactly the best thought process. Um, that's definitely another plus. Yeah, so I got a lot of breaks, and also, what I like about the job is I've been teaching long enough to actually know what I'm doing. Um, I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but I can teach a class. Like I can start my day, I can teach a class. Um, I'm really trying to plan at home now and just, if I have any free time, like quiet time during the school year, I'm just gonna start planning. So I really do feel like there's time. Um, Another plus, which some people don't like, is the amount of scheduling that you have as a teacher. I am like my day is incredibly scheduled. Like I said, I have to leave at 6. I mean, I can leave at 6:30. I can also leave as late as 7. Okay, like let's just get that out of the way. I can leave at 7 and I'll be fine. I'll be here by like 7:40. But like the best time for me is to leave at 6 and get here at 6:40. Just because I'll have this time to do these things. I kind of stopped doing that at the end of the last school year, just mainly because there was just a big adjustment with my wife getting a job and a new job that required her to just work later hours, and she could wake up later at the same time. So I had to readjust, um, and yeah, I have a lot of flexibility, and that's just a lot of great stuff. And the whole reason I'm talking about this is because like I really do not have to give up too much, but I'm acting like in my head. My head is like telling me like I'm giving up too much. Like, okay, in order to do this job really well, I try to do a couple of things. One, sleep early. Two, don't drink during the week. And three, don't overeat. Um, if you put that into context, sleep early, don't eat too much, and don't drink too much alcohol. That's kind of like a requirement of being a living, breathing person. And I got this like psychological dissonance feeling like, ugh, I'm missing out. I'm sleep. Oh my goodness, the lights are off. Hold on. Let's see here. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I get the psychological dissonance that's saying like, oh, I'm missing out if I'm not drinking on a Tuesday night. Okay, what? Right? On top of that, it's like, oh, I'm missing out if I'm not sleeping early on a Wednesday. Seriously, what is anyone doing on a Wednesday night aside from getting ready to sleep early or like chilling on the couch? I mean, it's probably because I'm a gamer, right? And when I was in college, every night was the night to stay up late. I didn't have school until 11, so I'd be like, whatever, man, I will play until 3. And I've got people to play with and all that stuff. So I would feel like I'm missing out. But let's be real here. I played at 3 in the morning or in like recent years, and nobody that I know plays. I don't really have as many friends as I did online back then. And I'm not missing out on anything. That's another thing. And finally, sleeping early. Geez, come on, sleeping early is like one of the healthiest things you can do. Um, like, oh, and drinking. It's like, okay, why don't I drink during the week? Well, it's scientifically proven that when you drink and then you go to sleep, your body is not trying to sleep. It's actually digesting and trying to get rid of the toxins that you just put in your body. And in a job like teaching, and I would argue being things like being a politician, any sort of public job, being a lawyer, you're probably not gonna want to drink when you have work the next day. Even a little bit of drinking, just because you just want to maximize, and you just want to maximize what you're doing, and that's why I don't know. This is why I feel so like this is that's why it's so dumb, right? I mean, like, it's like this is like literally like the reasons I'm feeling so like unsatisfied with my work, and it's just dumb, right? Because like there's the stuff that I do, the stuff that I get out of my job, you know, the security it gives me, the relative ease that I have compared to others that I get is so big, and the only asks I have to do is literally sleep early, don't drink much, and don't overeat. And yeah, like, oh, I forgot to mention why not overeating. Because, like, being on a schedule like this, I can't just go to the bathroom anytime. And, there have been times where I have to really use the bathroom during the middle of a class, and it's really difficult. So what I just do is I just don't overeat. And I try to keep my eating at a scheduled pace. So once again, it goes back to that point where, like, my job is really is like really one of the few things that keep me healthy. And sure, the job is stressful, but a person who just does their best to like avoid the stress and to work hard so that they don't get stressed, it's gonna make a big difference. I know I'm going on super long at this point, but like I don't know. I just needed to let it out. Like I do have a job. I love my job. Um, Actually, I feel like this job is better than last year, so um, I need to just stop thinking like I was like, oh, I, I, I just want to get this over with, blah blah blah. It's like because I should make the most out of it because once again, I love my job. The only thing is, I've been really anxious about how this job is gonna be, how the school year is gonna turn out. It is still a new thing, and that's why I'm so worried. And being able to remember what makes this job worth it, why do I enjoy my job so much, is exactly what I need to do. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later. I just got to do some planning and stuff. Yeah, bye.